Before I start, I want to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Yahweh Kakodash, Yahweh, which is the one true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his one true name is Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, meaning coming in name, Ba means coming in, Ha means thus, Shah means name, Rakah meaning spirit, Kodash meaning holy. Double honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the elders and the apostles and bishops of Great Millstone, who will well and teach well, because those are the men who I learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Hashai. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect, and shalom to you sincere brothers that are scattered abroad, pushing forth this word in truth and sincerity, and shalom to you sincere sisters that listen to science as the scriptures command you to do so. I'm the brother Mashiach Razakah, and pretty much we're going to go into this lesson. It's going to be titled as, how do we know that we're Israelites? Okay, how do we know that we're Israelites? For one, we know that we're Israelites is basically linking prophecy up. Okay, through the prophecy, Deuteronomy 28 and also Genesis 49. Those prophecies fit the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Okay, but mainly to know what tribe we are, that's mainly of faith. Okay, we don't have birth records that we can literally pull out and show you, like, here, I'm of this tribe here, or here, I'm of that tribe there, or here, I'm of this tribe. We don't have birth records to go back that far. Okay, so we have faith mainly to know of exactly what tribe we are is mainly through faith. But we link prophecy up. Again, Deuteronomy 28, Genesis 49. I advise a lot of brothers to learn and master Genesis 49, because if you read Genesis 49, then you'll have a totally whole understanding. Like, okay, now I see how Judah can be the so-called Negroes, how Zebulon can be the Panamanians and Guatemalans, how Naphtali can be this tribe. Because you got people that go have a problem with the 12 tribe chart, but you guys ain't never went into Genesis 49. If you really sit and really look at Genesis 49, watch a video of Drake Millstone, and really study Genesis 49, you'll understand, like, okay, now I see how this tribe could be this here, or how this tribe could be that there. Because Genesis 49 fit prophecy exactly as the 12 tribe chart. Genesis 49 does. Genesis 49, and people always quote Deuteronomy 28, yeah, but it doesn't have the exact like okay, I understand type status. Like Deuteronomy 28, it goes into all the curses, the blessings and the curses. Yeah, you'll be like, okay, I can see. But Genesis 49, if you really sit and study Genesis 49, you'll be like, okay, I really understand. Like, I see how Judah could be the so-called Negroes, how Gad is the so-called Native Americans, how Reuben is the so-called Seminole Indians. You'll really understand if you really look at Genesis 49 and really look at the video of GMS and watch them break it down. You'll see and understand, like, okay, now I can see how they're that tribe there. But if you ain't never read and fully mastered and understand Genesis 49, then that's when you're going to have thoughts and questions and wondering, how do we know this, how do we know that? It's mainly through faith, though, because you're not going to be able to know we ain't going to be able to know what tribe we exactly are of. It's mainly through faith. But in the kingdom, we're going to know what tribe we are in the kingdom, because we're going to be regenerated. We're going to be changed, right? We're going to be changed into our angelic bodies, angelic forms. So we're going to know in the kingdom what tribe we actually are of. But in this present time, in this place called America, Babylon the Great, you being a so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American Indian on the earth, in this carnal flesh, you're not going to know what exactly tribe or what tribe you are of, but it's mainly through faith. So we're going to get some scriptures out. Lord willing, lessons edifying. Genesis 17:4, it says, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. See, so the Lord, he discontinued us from our heritage. Why? Because we broke the old covenant. We didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. We broke the old covenant. So the Lord, he discontinued us from our heritage, and he scattered us throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay, so Israel is scattered. So you got Israelites out there you even got Israelites out there that look like heathens, the speckled birds. Okay? Let's read again, Jeremiah 17:4, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. You see that? For ye have kindled a fire in my anger which shall burn forever. And that's a curse that the Lord put upon us, because we didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. We broke the old covenant. So the Lord discontinued us from our heritage, and he scattered us abroad. He scattered us. Okay? This is 1 Samuel 16:7. It says, but the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on the height of look not on his countenance or the height of his stature. And that's where the problem comes in at. Because you got a lot of these other groups that's outside of Great Millstone. Now, when I say outside, I'm talking about those groups that's under 501c3s, that has a different belief. You got them, looking automatically at a person and judging them like, oh, that person's a heathen there. He got pale skin. He's a heathen. Or this person right here, he's a heathen. You're a heathen. You're not Israel. You're a heathen. But you don't even know he could be an Israelite, and you're judging off of the outward appearance. You got dudes doing that. You got Israelites. You got them. I call them. I think they call the Yahuwah group or the No Camp Doctrine Israelites, where they believe that Israelites are only Negro descent only. They're all Negro descent. That's inaccurate according to prophecy. That's inaccurate according to prophecy. Okay, but you got Israelites with these type of doctrines. All right. And that's where the trouble starts in for them, because they don't understand that the Israelites are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. You got Israelites that look like heathens, but they Israelites. Their father determines their nationality, but they can never get it. It's just not meant for them to get it. 1 Samuel 16:7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance, nor on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as men seeth. For men looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the spirit. So you got individuals in the flesh that looks on individuals like on the outside appearance. Oh, you're a heathen. You got pale skin. You're an Edomite. You can't do that. You got to go by the spirit. The spirit beareth witness. We discontinue from our heritage. The spirit beareth witness. Okay, you got to go by the spirit. That's what we do. That's what our elders, the apostles, bishops, the great millstone on down to sincere brothers do. The spirit beareth witness. We don't just look at a person and say you're a heathen. Because that person that you call a heathen could be an Israelite. You got the spirit bear witness. We discontinue from our heritage. So you got Israelites everywhere. You got Israelites out there. Elder Apostle Hari said this. You got Israelites out there in Vietnam. They look like, you had Jake Men in the time of Vietnam. They went out there to Vietnam and they popped those women over there. And those women bared their children. So you got Jakes that's over there in Vietnam. Yeah, you got Jakes that's over there in Vietnam. I think it's a movie called The Five Blood. The Five Blood. Look at that movie called Five Bloods. All right, I forgot the people that acted in that movie. The dude that played in Black Panther. He was Black Panther in the first Black Panther movie, the first one. The main character, the guy that played the Black Panther movie, he was in that movie called Five Bloods. One of the friends in that movie. He had relations with a Vietnamese woman over there, and she had his daughter over there, and she has more features like the mom. She looked totally like the mother, but you could tell through her hair was curly and all that. You could tell she was a Jake, and that was his daughter. So yes, you should watch that movie. It's called Five Bloods. It's a good movie. It's a Vietnam movie, right? So one of the dudes went back over to Vietnam. To have a reunion and all that, long story short. But he had a Vietnamese woman that one of the guys had a Vietnamese woman that he popped way back in the 60s. Way back in the 60s and 70s. He had a woman that he went over there and he popped. And she bared him a child, and he met his daughter for the first time over there. And she looked like him, but she had more features than the mom. So and the mom was Vietnamese. She was not Negro woman, Hispanic woman, or Native American woman. She was Vietnamese. So you have Israelites that's over there in Vietnam. Whether you believe it or not. Yes, there's Israelites in Vietnam. You can look that up. 1 Samuel 16:7. It says, but the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature. So you don't look at how swole the dude is. He's big like Debo. All right, or he's skinny and frail. He's frail like Wes Khalifa, bony and shit like Snoop Dogg. It don't matter about that. You judging on the outward appearance. It don't matter about that. Right? It says, or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as men seeth, for men looketh on the outward appearance. And that's what people do. They look on the outward appearance. You got Jakes that's putting their boots on individuals. Or you're a heathen. Kiss my boot. You want forgiveness? Kiss my boot. Not knowing that scripture that you guys are using, that's going to be in the kingdom. You guys are using that right now. Number one, you're in captivity, right? Number two, that person that you're putting your boots on, you don't even know if he a heathen or not. He could be an Israelite, right? And number three, you're not even refined yet. You didn't even go through Jacob trouble. But you got dudes that's doing that. You got dudes that's doing this. They're being over righteous in the truth. You can't be doing that. We see them. We know, you brothers should know what I'm talking about. We seen them. They put their boots on people. They have people kiss their boots, and that's a scripture that's used in the kingdom. They fucking using that shit right now. You can't be doing that. You're not refined yet. You don't even know if you're the elect or not. You don't even know that person that you're putting your boot on is a heathen. He could be an Israelite, man. He could be a Jake. You just gotta be. You gotta be. What's the word I can use? You gotta be spiritual minded, man. You can't be carnal. Right? It says, for the Lord seeth not as men see it, for men looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the spirit. The Lord looketh on the spirit, not the outward appearance. The Lord don't look at skin tone, right? The Lord don't look at skin tone. He don't look at how straight and stringy a person hair is. He don't look at if you got freckles in your face. He don't look at if you got brunette hair. The Lord don't look at that. He don't look at if you're too dark skinned or if you're too light skinned. The Lord don't look at any of that. He look at the spirit. The Lord don't look at the outward appearance, because the outward appearance don't mean shit. You could be a melanated melanated person and be a Hamite. All right? Because not all Jakes are melanated. You got melanated heathens. You could be melanated and be a so-called white person. Sister, they got melanin. They're about my complexion. Sister's about my complexion, and their daddy's an Edomite. Their mom is a Jake, but their daddy's an Edomite. And they got a little brother too. He's an Edomite. So at the end of the day, Diane Ross, right? Diane Ross she got a son, she got a daughter, and she got another daughter. And they all got melanated skin, right? They about my skin tone, but they dad is an Edomite. So yes, you got tares amongst Israel. So this is why, again, you can't. That's what I'm saying. You can't go by the outward appearance, because a person could be super melanated, dark as hell, and they could be a heathen. You got I see them all the time. You got dark skinned Arabs out here. You got Arabs that's darker. You got Arabs that's darker than me. They're Arabs. They're dark. In Vegas, there's a lot of dark skinned Arabs out here. You'll look and you'll see a dark skinned Arab, bro. You can look and tell that they're Arab. You got dark skinned Arabs, which are Ishmaelites, right? You got dark skinned Arabs. You got dark skinned Indonesians too. Dark skinned Indonesian. Indonesians darker than me, and they're Indonesian. So you got melanated heathens. So you got to be careful. You can't go by the outward appearance. Skin tone doesn't determine your nationality. It doesn't. All right. It says, for the Lord seeth not as men see, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the spirit. See, so the Lord, he looketh on the spirit. He don't look on the outward appearance. All right. He don't look on the outward appearance. Numbers 1:18, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees. Now that word pedigrees, you can look it up. It means lineage or descend or ancestry, right? Pedigrees after their fathers. So your nationality, according to the Bible, is from the seed of your father. Now you may have Jakes out there that may have never met their father. They never have met their father. They probably was just raised by their mother only, or they were raised only by their grandparents, or they were raised maybe by their uncle or their aunt only, and they never met their father. Well, still, even if you never met your father, you have faith, you believe in Yahweh Shemashai, your spirit have drawn to this truth, you believe, and you fully persuaded in mind, you know that you're Israelite, you believe you're Israelite, you know you're an Israelite, you're attuned to this truth, you are an Israelite, because only an Israelite is going to do that. A heathen's not going to do that. Okay? By the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward by their polls. See? So to know that you're an Israelite, according to prophecy of the Bible, to know that you're an Israelite is through the seed line of your father. All right, we know that we're Israelite through the pedigrees, the seed line of our father. But it's mainly faith, because we don't know exactly what tribe we are of. We don't know what tribe we're exactly of. But we have faith. All right, we have faith. We know that we're Israelites mainly through faith. Okay? Now, according to the prophecy, according to the scriptures of Numbers 1:18, your nationality is coming from the seed line of your father. So whatever your father is what you is. So if your father is a so-called Native American Indian and your mother is black, you're a Native American Indian. It don't matter about the mom. It don't matter about that. People go by the mother and father. It don't matter. Your mother and father does not have to be your mother does not have to be an Israelite for you to be a full-blood Israelite. Yeah, Jay's doing that. Your mother and your father both got to be Israelites. No, it don't work like that. Because in that case, you're getting totally misconstrued. What about Father Abraham? What about King Solomon? What about Joseph, governor of Egypt, Joseph, right? What about these three men that I'm naming, right? You had other prophets too, but these are the main three. You got Father Abraham, you got Moses, you got Joseph. All of these men here had women of the other nations, and they bared them children. They bared them children, bro. They did. So you can't go by the outward appearance. right? And the thing is, too, to top it off, for you people out there that be saying, oh, you can't be with women of the other nations and all that other stuff. What about Rehoboam? After Solomon died, Rehoboam became the new king over the southern kingdom. He did. His mother was a heathen. She was an Ammonitess. Anybody can look that up. Her name was Nama. Look her up. Rehoboam, the one that became king over the southern kingdom, the one that put the taxes heavy on the Israelites. When you look him up, Rehoboam is the son of King Solomon. All right? And his mother was a heathen, but he was an Israelite because of his father, and the Lord chose him out of everyone else. So that proves there that, what about Rehoboam? Rehoboam's mother is a heathen, right? Going off the subject, but your nationality is mainly determined from the seed line of your father. Whatever your father is what you are. All right? It says according to the number of names, from 20 years old and upward by their polls. So your nationality is determined from the seed line of your father. Again, you may be a Jake that never met your father. You may have only been raised by your mom, or you only been raised by your grandparents, or you may be only raised by your uncle, or maybe your brother only, older brother only, or maybe by your older sister, or maybe by your uncle or your auntie. But if you are a person that is really into this truth, you call upon Yahweh Shemashah, you believe in that name, your spirit is drawn to this truth, you believe in this truth, you believe in 100% truth, you're an Israelite. That's how you know you're an Israelite. Because a heathen is not going to do that. It's mainly through faith. You're not going to know exactly what tribe you are of. It's mainly through faith. You got brothers in this thing, they believe they Judah. A lot of them could be Gad. You got some brothers in here that believe they Judah. A lot of them could be Reuben. There's a lot of Seminole and Native American Indians in America. Not every single brother in the truth is Judah. Because some of them a lot of them could be Gad. Because there's a lot of Gadites here, you know. They pushed a law back in the, I think around the 1600s, where they put the darker natives, they put them as Negroes, and the ones that were lighter, they put them as European. They did that too. They put a law out, and they separated the Native Americans. The darker ones, they changed their nationality to Negroes. And then the lighter ones, they changed their nationality to European. They did that. So you got a lot of individuals out here that believe they're Judah, and they can be Gad. This is why you gotta, the spirit bear witness. This is Baruch 2:30. It says, "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people," talking about the Israelites, right? "But in the land of their captivity they shall remember themselves." And the Lord did that. He brought us back. Going back to High Priest Rabbi Abba Bivens, right? The Lord gave him the truth. And through him, to this very day, we are woken up to truth. The Lord spoke through that man and gave him the truth. He was able to reveal everything. High Priest Rabbi Abba Bivens, started from High Priest Rabbi Abba Bivens, Elder High Priest Jacob, Elder High Priest King Masha, Elder High Priest Ariyah, right? Elder Apostle Har, Elder Apostle Gabar, Ramla, Apostle Rakad, bishops on down to this very day. Through him, going to the 350-year prophecy, right? When you go into the 350-year prophecy, right? The Lord always set up prophets, man. Right? We remember ourselves in this captivity, right? The Lord brought a prophet back to get this gospel out, right? It says, "But in the land of their captivities, they remembered themselves." And we remembered ourselves, right? This is Baruch 2:31, and it says, "And shall know that I am the Lord their power, for I will give them a heart," meaning a mind, "and ears to hear," right? And that's us. We draw to this truth. We have faith. We come accustomed to this truth. Our spirit draws near to the Lord. It draws us in. We know that we're Israelites. We have faith in this truth. We believe in this report 100%. Baruch 2:32. "And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name." The Lord revealed his name to us through the spirit of his prophets. We know the name of the Lord. We can break down the name of the Lord. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Bahashem. We can break all that down. Bahashem. We can break that down. Yah means he. Hawa means to be, exist, he is. That's the name of the God of Israel in the Bible. The Heavenly Father, his name is Yahweh. Yah means he. Hawa means to be, exist, he is. Bahashem. Ba means coming in. Ha means the. Shah means name. Rakah meaning spirit. Kodash meaning holy. Ha-Mashiach. Yahweh Shai. Ha-Mashiach. Ha means the. Mashiach means anointed. Yah means he. Hawashai means savior or deliverer. We're able to break all that down. We can break down the Lord's name and tell you what his name means. That's the spirit of the Lord dealing with us. You see that? So the Lord, he gave us his name. He gave us our remembrance of who we are as a people. So you just gotta have faith in that. If you're able to know the name of the Lord, just the Lord's name itself, not everybody knows the name of the Lord, and it's not meant for everybody to know His name either. That's a blessing there, to know the name of the Lord and to have faith and call upon that name. That's how we know that we're Israelites, because not everybody has the true name of the Lord. Only the men of the Lord do. The elders, apostles, great millstone, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, the Lord gave us His name. Everybody don't know the Lord's name, but the prophets do. Baruch 2:33, it says, "And return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds," right? "For they shall remember the way of their fathers which sinned before the Lord," right? So the Lord gave us remembrance of everything. He gave us remembrance of who we are as a people, who we were, the wicked things that we done as a people, the punishments that we went through due to us being rebellious, the covenant that we broke, the scattering that happened upon us. The Lord even broke it down to tell us who the enemies are, who the heathens are, who the people that's ruling over us, what their nationality is. The Lord is letting us know their judgment that's coming to them. All of this is given through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashai. So if you know that you're Israel, if you have faith in this truth, you believe in this 100% truth, you acknowledge the elders, apostles, great millstone, you watch their videos, you study their fucking breakdowns, you do all of that, you are an Israelite. Because only an Israelite is going to do that. No fucking heathen is going to do that, bro. No heathen is going to do that. Romans 8:16, the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit. See, the Spirit beareth witness. The Spirit itself beareth witness, man. Right? The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. So the Spirit bear witness. We don't go on the outward appearance, because you could be my complexion and be an Edomite. You could be this complexion here and be a Hamite. You could be this complexion here and be a fucking heathen. You could be an Arab and be this complexion. There's dark-skinned Arabs. There's Arabs darker than me. Alright? So we got to go by the Spirit. Just because you see a melanated person, that don't mean that they're Israelite. They could be a heathen. They could be a Hamite. You got dark-skinned Hamites, man. Alright? You got Hamites. You got heathens out there. Alright? So the Spirit bear witness. That's why the Lord said in 1 Samuel 16:7, right? He says, "Look not on his countenance or the height of his stature." Alright? It says, "For men looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the Spirit." The Spirit bear witness. Alright? So again, don't matter. If you're a speckled bird out there, you may look like a heathen on the outside. But if you believe in Yahweh Shemashai, you believe in the report, which is this truth. You believe in the gospel, which is this good news. You believe in this truth. Your spirit is drawn to this truth. You're studying and learning from the elders, apostles, great millstone. You believe in this truth. You are an Israelite. Only an Israelite is going to do that. No heathen is going to do that. A heathen's not going to do that. A heathen's not going to come to the truth and worship Yahweh Shemashai and go out on the highways. They're not going to do that. Only an Israelite is going to do that. Alright? Deuteronomy 28:64. It says, "And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people." So we're scattered among the 17 heathen nations. There's 18 nations ruling over us. Okay? We're scattered amongst the 17 heathen nations. There's 18 nations ruling over us. There's 17 heathen nations ruling over us. Salakia. Alright? So the Lord created 18 nations, which He's only dealing with the Israelites, which consists of you so-called Negroes and Spanish and Native Americans. That's the only nation that the Lord is dealing with. But then you have the 17 heathen nations, Esau on down, who the Lord is not dealing with. But you got Israelites that's scattered among those 17 heathen nations too. So this is why we don't judge on our appearance. We let the Spirit work itself out through the Spirit. The Spirit bear witness. We don't go around, "Oh, you're a heathen," putting our boots on people, because you're calling that person a heathen, and they could be an Israelite. They could be a Jake. This is why you don't want to judge on outward appearance. You see a so-called white person, "Oh, he a heathen." That dude could be that person that you calling a heathen. If you ain't chesting a spirit, you just up and just calling that person a heathen, you can be wrong for that, because that person could be a Jake. You can be wrong for that. You could be making an error. You calling him a heathen, he could be a Jake. Israel is scattered abroad, man. You got Israelites out there that look like heathens, but they Israelites. You got the speckled birds, man. So hey, man, I'm wrapping up with that, to wrap it up with that. So again, how do we know that we're Israelites? It's mainly through faith. To know that we're Israelites, it's mainly through faith. Okay? We're not gonna have birth. I don't even have birth records to literally pull out and say, "Here, I'm actually of the tribe of Gad." Now I know through faith I'm of the tribe of Gad. Again, I'm Omaha Punka and all of that. But, through faith, I believe I'm of the tribe of Gad. I could probably be Ephraim, or I could probably be Reuben. I don't know. I could probably be any one of those. Okay, so again, that's mainly through faith. Yeah, even though I do know my heritage and all of that, on my father's side going to Oklahoma and all that, but still, I could probably be Reuben. I don't know. I could be Punga and probably be Reuben. You don't know. Israel is scattered, man. So again, it's mainly through faith. To know what tribe we actually are of is faith. All right, don't have doubts in your head. Don't sit there and think, dang, man, I'm not melanated enough. I'm light skinned, man. My hair is this color. That I'm a heathen. No, because you can look like that and be an Israelite. So again, how do we know they're Israelites? Yeah, we can link it up with prophecy, but it's mainly through faith. It's mainly through faith to know what tribe we actually are of. So, hey, man, I'm in it there with that. I want to give all honors and glories, praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Ashai, Bashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who will well and teach well. And peace, blessings, salutations, so for the elect. And the Lord willing, this lessons edifying. So, yeah, how do we know that we're Israelites? It's mainly through faith. You're not going to be able to know exactly what tribe you are of. No, it's not going to happen. It's mainly through faith. Now, again, we can link up prophecy with that. Go to Genesis 49, Deuteronomy 28. We can go into scriptures, because it only fits a so-called Negro Hispanic name there. Again, Deuteronomy 28 fits that perfectly. But if you really want to get an understanding from the 12 tribe chart, because you got people that got a problem with the 12 tribe chart, go to Genesis 49. Watch a video of elders break down Genesis 49, and you'll understand, like, oh, I can see. You'll see it through the spirit. Like, I can see how Judah is the so-called Negroes. I can see how Zebulon is the so-called Panamanians, Guatemalans. I can see how Levi and Shimeon are the Shimeon is the Dominicans and Levi is the Haitians. You can see that it fits prophecy. It fits perfectly. So it's mainly through faith though to know what tribe we actually are of. Okay, again, we can link prophecy up, but it's mainly through faith. So Lord willing, that's what's edifying. On to the next one. Till next time I say, Shalom. Shalom.